discussed many times on the show why I think that so many women are having so many health issues. And we've mentioned this over and over, and it's partly because of environmental chemicals disrupt normal hormonal balance. You have electromagnetic fields from everything from Wi-Fi to microwaves to cell phones to, I mean, we have literally electromagnetic fields bombarding our body all day, every day now. And then food production that focuses on high yield and not on healthier products, and on and on. Many other things I've talked about on the show. But hormonal problems like thyroid dysfunction can cause weight problems and lack of energy. Female reproductive hormone imbalance can lead to things like bad PMS, female cycles, and early menopause. Then you have weight storing hormones like cortisol. You have adrenal hormone problems that rob us of sleep. Now, especially waking up in the middle of the night for no reason. So if you find yourself a little fatigued throughout the day, you get a burst of energy right before bed, you sleep 3 o'clock in the morning, you're wide awake, that is very typically adrenal problems or adrenal hormone issues. And also adrenal problems can cause digestive issues and blood pressure issues. So you see, our hormones do a lot more than what we really think of. So we sort of think of ourselves as, well, I have digestive issues or, well, I have sleep problems, but we never associate that with a hormonal problem. But our hormones are what drive all of that. And so,
Men can have adrenal problems too.
yeah,
Right?
absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. That's not just
Can men have hormone problems?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, sure. Men can have testosterone
All the women
problems.
just went, I know.
Yeah.
You didn't have to ask him that.
Yeah, sure. Men can have testosterone problems. We can have adrenal problems, cortisol problems, a lot of the same things.
Okay.
Yeah. So these are some of today's most common health problems for women, is the symptoms that I just listed there. They're so common that many women just think they're the normal part of life now. Like, that's just normal. I'm just getting older, quote.
Mm-hmm.
And people think that it's normal if their health problems also are maintained by medication. And this is one of the biggest challenges that I have to get people to understand in my office, is they think that, well, my thyroid quit working, but it's maintained with treatment. Well, my blood pressure's high, but it's maintained with treatment. And my blood sugar's high, but it's maintained with my medicine. And yeah, I'm pretty healthy. That is not pretty healthy.
If I can just take a pill.
Yeah, and so we have gotten, that's very sick. Your thyroid is shut down, your blood pressure is going crazy, and you have diabetes. You are not healthy. And they'll go, yeah, but my numbers are fine. Mm-hmm. And so having your, quote, numbers fine is not the same thing as being healthy. Health in America has become, well, yeah, I have symptoms, but they're bearable. I can work, and my numbers are okay. So I must be okay. I must be pretty healthy. I mean, I can still work. I suffer with symptoms every day, and I take things for those. But, it's not preventing me from doing anything, so I'm pretty healthy. They'll rate themselves like a 7 or an 8 on the level of health, and they're like a 3 or a 4.
Yeah.
And so this is one reason why America now spends more on health care than almost the rest of the world. America now takes 50% of the pharmaceutical drugs on planet Earth, even though we are 4% of the world's population. Yet Cambodia has a longer life expectancy than we do in the United States of America. And so, the answer to having
that's mind-blowing.
Isn't it? It really is crazy. 4% of the population takes 50% of the drugs, and Cambodia outlives us. And so they have many times shacks and dirt floors in Cambodia. The nearest hospital might be, hundreds of miles away.
Yeah.
And so
made of twigs.
Yeah. And so the answer, that is not health. That's the health is when your body is functioning at 100% of its ability. When all of your tissues and cells are functioning the way that they were designed to, or at least as good as their ability can be. That's what health is. So the definition of health has gotten really skewed in people's minds of, well, I'm patching up my symptoms and my numbers are sort of okay, so yeah, I'm pretty healthy. Mm-hmm. And so today,
I took 4 pills this morning. I'm doing good.
Yeah. And so today I have one of the most exciting announcements that I've ever made on the show. After almost 2 years of preparation leading up to this announcement, traveling all over the country to learn from some of the top practitioners in the field, and a huge investment in new technology, the Bright Wellness Clinics are so proud to announce a new division of our company dedicated completely to advanced functional medicine. So what this is, it's cutting new technology, and we have this at both clinics. We're launching both clinics simultaneously. But what that means with this cutting edge new technology is there's several new things that have developed over the last few years that have shown amazing potential at getting sick people well. And so I'm going to list these new technologies after the break, and I promise these are things that you've never heard of, and they are really amazing whenever it comes to getting your body to create that spark of healing, to create that, what does it take to get the ball going in the right direction? Instead of sicker and sicker, how do we reverse this downward spiral to a little healthier each day to where the body can actually heal and overcome things? And we're going to talk about that right after the break, and we'll also talk about the supporting how these things can help support normal hormonal balance. But don't forget, this week's Shop with a Doc is dedicated to women who wish to sleep better, have better hormone balance, lose some weight. Any woman wishing to improve their energy or outlook, we're gonna sort of take this week's Shop with a Doc, which is tomorrow night, and we're gonna dedicate it to solving and talking about and discussing these type of problems for women's hormonal balance and those type of issues.
Is that when you're going to take them to a Whole Foods and
it is
shop?
Yes, tomorrow night we're going to do that.
With you.
It's tomorrow night at 6. So if anybody wants to register, don't wait till the end of the show because this week is going to fill up super quick. So you can call.
You're leaning toward females.
Female hormonal balance.
Female hormonal balance.
Right. Things like sleeping problems, weight problems, digestive issues, thyroid type problems. So if you want to come, don't wait till the end of the show. Call 837-7174 and get on the list now because this one's going to fill up quick. But after the break, do not miss this second segment because we're going to talk about each one of these new technologies, and I think you're going to be blown away by some of this information.
So we're talking about, in particular, female hormonal balance.
Yes, and we're discussing functional nutrition and functional medicine, and so I'm really short on time, but I'm going to touch on a few unbelievable new technologies we have in this new division of our company. And I'm going to go fast because I do have a lot I want to tell you about in a short time. So if I'm talking fast today, just hang on, get an extra cup of coffee or something. But
people can hear fast.
Yeah. So the first new technology I wanted to tell you about is the pulsed electromagnetic field generator. Now, real quickly, just so you understand, our bodies are bombarded by bad electromagnetic fields today. Just look at the electrical equipment. We have cell phones, Wi-Fi connections, microwave energy, tower signals, TV and satellite energy, house appliances. I mean, I could go on and on.
Look at where you're sitting.
Yeah, you're like in a donut of electromagnetic fields right there.
I know.
Yeah, he has equipment all around him in a circle. And
it has been that way for quite some time.
That explains it.
Yep.
But our bodies are
affected.
affected.
I got the buttons over here.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, you can shut me off, huh? And so our bodies are literally affected by all of these electromagnetic fields. And what we now know is one of the things that happens is our blood cells sort of, if you look at them under a microscope, they sort of clump together in little groupings.
What does?
Our blood cells.
Okay.
And the problem with this is when our blood cells are clumped into a group, they can't get into the little small capillaries to bring oxygen and nutrition to every little cell that it needs. So those cells' functions slow down some. Mm-hmm. So not enough to cut our circulation off, but just enough to slow down the nutrition and the oxygen that those cells need to be at their very best.
Okay.
So a pulsed electromagnetic field generator, what it does is it helps these cells be healthy again by breaking up these clumps so that the cells are individualized again. And I can actually show you this in our new microscope before and after. So I can show you your blood cells, I can do the PEMF generator, and show you your blood cells after and show you how much more free-flowing they are and to all of your little tissues. It's quite an amazing thing.
So do you do it for particular areas of the body or the entire body?
You can do the whole body. Yeah,
body.
It's a mat that you sit on that actually can run these electromagnetic fields. So I'll give you one example. So we all know about the different types of cancer in the body. And if you think about this, there's skin, there's lung, there's liver, there's bone, there's blood, there's pancreatic. Now, have you ever in your life heard of anyone with heart cancer?
No.
There's no such thing.
Why?
Because the heart cells generate their own electromagnetic field. All right? And so we can now create your whole body's electromagnetic field using this PEMF generator. Pretty neat, huh?
Wow.
Yeah, there's no such thing. The first time I heard that, I'm like...
You just kind of blew my mind.
Yeah, you should have seen me the first time. I'm like, I've never thought of that.
Never have I ever heard anybody say
I have heart
anything
cancer.
about heart cancer.
There's no such thing. Pretty amazing.
Wow.
Now, the second thing in our functional medicine program is frequency-specific microcurrent. What this does is it's a little microcurrent below what you can feel, but it is an electrical current that we can pass through your body, and it's below perception. So it's like touching a battery. You don't even know this is happening. But what frequency-specific microcurrent does is it uses little electrical impulses that are tuned to the frequency that can increase cellular ATP production. Now, ATP is basically the energy of the cell. So the more ATP, the more the cell can function and heal and generate and make new cells and do its activities.
Okay.
Now we can increase this by up to 500% in some cases. So imagine the ATP is like your child's toy, the battery pack. It's what causes the toy to work. And so we can ramp this up by 500% using this new device. And so basically, in one sentence, we can increase your healing potential many times over of your cells, and 500% in some cases, using this new frequency-specific microcurrent. Now, because I'm running out of time, I'm going to give you one more new technology we've just acquired in our new functional medicine division. And
y'all must have spent some money.
oh yeah, it's, you don't even want to know. Now, in the future shows, we're going to dive into each one of these new technologies, and I'll have more time to talk about each one. But today I'm giving you an overview. And the next one is our special infrared light therapy. Now, this FDA-approved device has been proven to release something called nitric oxide from the body. And nitric oxide, if I can stimulate the release of that, it increases blood flow and oxygen to damaged areas, bringing healing oxygen back to these sick tissues. So there's so many ways that we can spark off the body to heal. And we have so much more in this new division of our company that's designed around one purpose, and that is to get sick people well. And how do we get the body to start the healing process as fast as we possibly can? And that's what this is all about. You know, for years, we've had a select group of patients that no matter what we tried, we just couldn't completely help them. You know, they would leave and still have some health issues that we just weren't able to fix. And that actually cost me some sleep in more cases than I care to admit. You know, I do actually worry and care about my patients when I'm not at work, believe it or not.
Oh, I know you do.
And, you know, I rack my brain on new ways to solve people's health problems. I research and read constantly, and I'm always looking for ways to get the body to spark that little special healing response. Like, how do we get the body to create that one spark where we can begin true changes on the cellular level? And that's what this does. And when you get down to truly solving problems, it's all at a cellular level. You know, we're a group of cells. And if you can get down to what is the cell doing and how can I get it to do it better, then we can really have some amazing results. And now here's the coolest part. Any one of these new technologies that I mentioned by themselves is a remarkable thing. But when you couple all of these new technologies as one package, as one treatment program, I mean, the results are absolutely amazing. And so we do this as part of a comprehensive program of treatment where you might get all of these things at the same time. And that's what makes this just really over the top. One of these things individually researched by itself is amazing. But when you do them all together, it even magnifies the results even more. And so I'm going to answer a ton more questions on this and go into great detail tomorrow night at our Shop with the Doc. And I'm going to dedicate the whole Shop with the Doc tomorrow on how these new technologies can help support normal hormonal balance in women and help, you know, women feel better and function better and finally get over some of these things that they've been suffering with. And so if you're a woman that you just don't feel your best, and if you wish that you had more energy, if you wish you got a better night's sleep, if you want to lose some weight, or if you're just tired of dealing with your health problems, whatever they may be, you should really come see how this new division of our company might help you. Everybody's invited, but we can only fit 20 people in the Whole Foods Cafe. And so I want everybody that wants to be there to call and get your seat reserved, and it's going to fill up real quickly. And so the number, as always, guys, is 7174. Now, if you get a message, that means our phone lines are jammed. If you leave your name and number on our machine, you will get a seat. We will make you a seat no matter what. So don't just hear the message and hang up. Go ahead and leave your name and number, and we'll call you right back as soon as we get to you. And so this is going to be one of the most informative and possibly the most life-changing for some workshop that I've ever done. And so believe me, if you're having health problems, you really want to come to this one. It is going to be amazing. So I'm super excited about it.
What's the phone number again to make a reservation?
It's 837-7174. Quite a remarkable piece of equipment there, or new equipment that we have there. So I'm super excited to finally, we've been working on this behind the scenes for 2 years now, taking classes and looking and shopping for equipment and trying to find the best, the best equipment out there that's available. And so I've been working on this behind the scenes, and I've been waiting for almost 2 years to make this announcement. So we're finally here. We finally.
You have it in Broussard and New Iberia?
We do. We have it in both locations. And the New Iberia number is 367-2567. And so if you're closer to the New Iberia area, you can always call them over there, and they can put something together for you. But super excited to finally have our functional medicine division of the company open. So we're going to be able to help even more people than we have up until now.
All right, you can check them out on Facebook too, Bryant Wellness Institute. Thank you, Doc.
Thank you.
Dr. Kevin Wellness.